If you're a fitness studio owner, I want to explain to you why your ads stop working, how you can fix them, and the 6 audiences we used to open up 7 studios in 9 years. Now, this problem surfaced all the way back in 2015. We got our first studio to 509 members in 12 months, and I thought I was the smartest man alive. In that 12-month period, we weren't advertising to 6 audiences, we were advertising to 1 audience. Every single person in the town was getting blasted with our ads every week, every month for the entire year. Okay, now if you look at this chart, on the left here is the number of leads. Down the bottom is the amount of time the studio was open. So here is day 1 in the pre-sale. Now you've probably experienced this. You open a new studio, the pre-sale, it goes bananas and leads go through the roof. You can't stop people signing up. That is because you are that shiny new object. You are that new kid on the block, and it is so exciting. But at some point, the leads will slow down. So what do? You might change the offer, leads go up, they slow down again, change the offer, slow down again, and you repeat this cycle. However, the more time that you are open, the harder it is to get leads, no matter what you actually do. And what you see is, no matter what you do, leads start to slow down. Sometimes you throw a Hail Mary, it fixes it for a little bit, back down, and then over here, it's very, very, very hard to get leads. Now, what this does overall is it drives up your cost per acquisition, your cost per client. Now, when we were doing this in our first studio, 509 members in 12 months, we were only advertising towards 1 audience. So no matter what image we used, what carousel, what video, what copy, what headline, what offer, it was the same person seeing the same shit time and time again, and people were just sick of us. This is why your lead flow dries up over time. It's why studios often get off to a hot start and they struggle in year 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because we were spending so much on ads in 2015, we went through this cycle in around 12 months. Now this ended up being a disaster because not only do you have ad fatigue, you also have audience fatigue. And that made me a very sad gym owner. Now, when we opened up our next 6 studios, we didn't want to repeat this mistake, which is why we came up with the 6 audiences, which I'm going to run you through right now. So what are the 6 audiences and why does the party never ever end? So instead of advertising to every single person in town, we split up the town into 6 different demographics. We got audience 1, audience 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, audience 1 is females aged 25 to 39. Audience 2 is males 25 to 39. Audience 3 is females 40 to 49. Audience 4 is males 40 to 49. Females 50 to 59 and males 50 to 59. Now, what we do is we spend 2 weeks in each audience. So when we go set up the campaigns inside of Ads Manager, we're only targeting females aged 25 to 39 for 2 weeks, then males, so on and so forth as we work through the audiences. Now, where this works so well is if we spend 2 weeks in each audience, by the time we come back to the first audience again, it's 12 weeks. So there's a 12-week cycle here. Now think back to the pre-sale, when people first saw your ads, how they responded, how excited they were, because again, you're that shiny new object, that new kid on the block. If you're only advertising towards this audience once every 12 weeks, we can recapture that excitement forever. So imagine 2 weeks here, 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 2 weeks here. The people that saw your ads 12 weeks ago forgot you exist, and now they're excited to see you again. Now, why I also like this too is if you think about these demographics and why we split them up this way is images, videos, and offers towards females aged 25 to 39 are going to be very, very different to offers, images, and videos towards females and 59. To keep it really straightforward, females aged 25 to 39, you could do a 28-day body transformation. In the images, in the videos, you would have images and videos of women aged 25 to 39. You would use copy and headlines that resonate with this audience. Then when you move to females 50 to 59, the offer might be a 28-day Fit Over 50 program and the image and video of women over the age of 50. Now, to take this to the extreme and why sometimes ads never work to begin with, you're advertising towards males aged 50 to 59, but you've got females aged 25 to 39 in the ads, or males aged 25 to 39. So not only is the offer more targeted, but the creative is more targeted. And what this does is it's a lower cost per lead and also a higher intent. Because if someone sees an ad and resonates with that ad, they're more likely to click. But if they really resonate with the messaging, they're more likely to take that next step, which might be to book a call, which might be to book a consult, which might be to purchase a trial. So if we get a lower cost per lead with a higher intent, that is what gym owners dream of. Now, if you look at the chart here, leads on the left, down here, time open. If you rotate through the 6 different audiences, I made a mistake here, I can't spell, what's going to happen is the leads are going to stay consistent year after year after year. And that's what we did with our next 6 studios. Now, the exciting part is Studio 1, 509 in 12 months. I'm very proud to say that we actually sold that business. It is still there today and just celebrated 10 years in business. So if you have made the mistake and you have fatigued the audience with the same boring offer to every single person in town, you can turn it around if you implement this system. If you want to learn more, or you want us to implement this system for you, happy to have a chat, book in a call with me, and we can go from there. Because if you do this, you will be a happy gym owner with lots and lots and lots of leads.